This is a Thunder Game Report.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder have lost their third straight home game for the first time since the 2008-2009 season. That was the team's first in Oklahoma City when they only won about a couple dozen games the entire year. The Thunder haven't won since the All-Star break. They haven't won a game since all the way back on February 13th. It's starting to get a little frustrating. At the end of the game tonight, Kevin Durant kicked over one of the water coolers on the bench, and a lot of Thunder players felt like kicking something tonight. In the fourth quarter, the defense checked out. Cleveland scored 42 points. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks said that was simply unacceptable, and the team has got to get back to playing good defense. The Cavs win it here tonight, 114-104. Here was the coach on the podium after the game.
Once again, we got to get better on the defensive end. This is the second game in a row we gave up a 40-point quarter. Last game in the second quarter, this game in the fourth quarter. It's not something that we can continue to play defensively like this. But one of the things I know about our group, we've been together for a while. In an NBA season, you're going to have some ups and downs. And you just got to stay with what we do and keep believing in each other. And our guys have always done that. So I'm very confident that it's going to continue to be that way. But we have to get better defensively. That's it's 3 games now. It's not up to our level, and we have to fix that immediately.
Darnell Mayberry, the Oklahoman. Scott, how much of what we're seeing right now is just as simple as that, the ups and downs of an NBA season?
Well, there's no question. You're going to have some games and some moments that you wish you did not have, and that's just playing. You got 82 games and 16 games a month. You're going to have it. That's not an excuse. You still have a job to do, and you have the job to do it for 82 games. And defensively, we're not getting after it enough. We're not taking pride in the basketball. We're letting guys just drive around us. We're letting guys score in transition, not communicating. We're letting guys get offensive rebounds. We're letting guys get free throw blockout rebounds. We just got to get better defensively. There's no question. We've been a great defensive team the last 3 years, and we just have to keep focusing on that and it will turn back around for us.
Josh Kopelman, WWL's Sports Animal. Coach, how much did it affect your team not having Kendrick Perkins tonight?
He's not here. It's every team has to go through guys missing. Guys get foul trouble. It's just part of being an NBA team. If you use it as an excuse, that's when it will hurt you. We're not using it as an excuse. We have more than enough guys to compete on the defensive end. We just have to figure. My job I have to figure out the guys that are going to compete every possession. It's a possession by possession defensive mentality that we have to get back to that we've always had.
Is it strictly an effort thing?
No, it's a defensive toughness. We have to get tough. We have to get tough on the basketball. We're giving up too much penetration. We have to fight through screens. Those are things that we've done. Like I said, we've done a great job at it, and we just have to get back to it. I know it's 3 games. No one in our locker room, including myself, feel good about it. But the exciting thing about it, we know we can do better, and we just have to maximize our potential.
Russ played 30 minutes tonight. It's a couple more minutes than he said his minute restriction was. Was that just for tonight, or was he increasing his minutes?
That's probably 1 or 2 minutes over, but it's something that I have to do a better job with. But that obviously has no bearing on the game tonight. I thought Russell's minutes were actually really good. He was competing. He was challenging himself to stay in front of the basketball, and then he made good plays on the offensive end. 9 assists tonight.
Kevin Kosminski, News9.com. I believe this is correct. I looked it up really quickly, but I believe the last 3-game home losing streak for you guys was back in 08-09 season. So big picture perspective here is, it's a pretty impressive run. So does that help you at all?
I didn't know the exact date. I just know it doesn't happen often. I was, losing a home game, losing 2 in a row, and then losing 3. We know what we have to do, and we have enough guys that care in our locker room about getting back to that defensive possession by possession mentality. And I have all the confidence in the world that we will. Unfortunately, we don't feel good right now. But sometimes that's good for you, not to feel good. We don't have a happy team when we lose, and we're not poor losers, but we're hungry players that want to get better every night.
Scott, fourth quarter was bad on defense. Was it okay until then, or did you not like the looks of it even through 3?
I thought the first quarter was good, other than we had 2 really bad possessions, actually 3, and they were all threes. That's 9 points that we could have done a better job of closing out to their shooters. In the fourth quarter, 42 points. That's unacceptable. I mean, if you're an elite defensive team, 42 points in a quarter should very rarely happen, and it's happened to us now back-to-back games.
Coach, John Saker, North and South Magazine, New Zealand. Young Adams, how's he coming along?
I think he's coming around just where we want him. Just keep getting better every day. It's small steps for all of our players. Every player has to go through it. You develop one day at a time if you put the work in each and every day, in which he does. I'm happy with him. He's getting a great opportunity to play and start on a very good team, and he's only going to get better.
Tonight's game, his performance?
Tonight's game, he had some good moments, and he has some moments that we're going to look at film and get him better before the next game. But that's part of the development of Stephen. I like his attitude. I like his energy. I like his enthusiasm for improvement.
Yeah, Scott, what's the level of frustration? We saw Kevin get frustrated there in the last minute or so. What is the level of frustration in the locker room? You guys haven't gone through a lot like this over the years.
I mean, we haven't. I mean, that's the good thing. We have a basketball team that cares, and I've been on some teams that's not the feeling after a loss, and we don't want to disappoint our fans. And tonight's game is that fourth quarter defense is not up to our level of standards. It's our team's level. It's our team's commitment to each other, and we have to make sure that we get back to being committed to each other on the defensive end.
Scott Brooks, as frustrated as anyone tonight. The Thunder now, coincidentally, or maybe not, are 0-4 in games not started by Kendrick Perkins at that center position, although Steven Adams tonight played pretty well. The problem was the defense in the fourth quarter, which was simply non-existent. Cleveland scoring 42 points on about 70% shooting. Durant finished tonight with 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists, so just short of a triple-double for KD. Russell Westbrook had a great game tonight, 24 points and 9 assists, and Serge Ibaka 16 points and 13 rebounds, so big games from all 3 of those guys. Cleveland, all 5 of their starters scored in double figures. Kyrie Irving with a big night, 31 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. The Thunder will get back to practice tomorrow, and then the big boys from Memphis will be here on Friday, so it doesn't get any easier for a team really, really hungry for a win. At Chesapeake Energy Arena, of course, we'll be at practice, and we'll update you with blogs tomorrow, so click back right here at InsideThunder.com.